Amama ye mamumu matwa me adai ho akwabai stand against drugs and the prince refi one more ye red alert ene ne keka ho ni nyina nanso ye kai mu se anamonto a UTV to say ye bodero na ye de ache se enubone enye ebe se wo da ache ebe se wo hyebre ebe gye wabrabo pa afi onsem no eno a ene ye de bremu na ene ye nye ebi mu a said ye kano no nyesa ya kano na esi na mum omafem nti ebi a omude ka wo beti ase se ene asemi mobrofo no it is real, it is true ampa ewo ho efi se ene yenye nipa miensa oba ka ho emema mienu omanom amwa wo mo agyan na adesuade no a wo befa afiri mu no na ebeboa yen na ehia yen enso nti anopei ye ne wo mo be stand against drugs quickly my yen share ho enkran na anopei de as if MTMK say o mobile so I said move forward. Yes, move forward. We all have things in our past we wish we could change, mistakes we made, opportunities we missed, people we hurt or who hurt us. Here's the reality. We can't go back to yesterday. We can't relive yesterday, but you can choose today what you want to do. You can choose to start afresh. So today I'm urging you to start afresh right where you are, right here. Just start anew. I'm not asking you to pretend that the past didn't happen. I'm not asking you to close your eyes to the fact that someone betrayed you, someone stabbed you, someone hurt you, or you also hurt somebody. All I'm asking you to do is that don't let the past define you. Let the past go. Learn to move forward. Don't live in your head. Don't live in your yesterday. That's all I'm just asking you to do. That move forward. Trust the God who sees the bigger picture, who's not limited by your past, who's not limited by your mistakes. Trust him to help you to move forward. Because the truth is, sometimes it's not easy to move forward. You wish you can do it. You wish you have to do it. But like we say, the soul, the body is willing, but the soul is weak. So trust God to help you to move forward. All I'm asking you to do is move forward. When the going gets tough, look up to God. Look up to the mountains from where that's where your help will come from. Like the psalmist said. The minister will say, She, yayam from Subi yanya kayanye. Yama every pebia paye hoko. Nyama bia kechia mayen. Na so ye nyina bia to ye in pain. Se wunya ya anka wo besesa no. Na so untumi nsesa no. De asie no, asie wie. Tina no mpani se, ne asie no ye mane twemnko. Na mmom ye mo ene ho ban. Me sere wo se ene ye da foforo. Na wotwe ye na wotwe foforo. Bosumi ye bosumi foforo. Afi ye afi foforo. Eni ti hyase foforo. Hyase ahaya ebriya mu ene ya wate enkranhye semi fa hyase. Minim said ye see ye no ahaw ahyew na de na obetumi ayafa ho medofo untimi nye ho hwe na menka say ye te se bibia nsi ye asi na emum fomo adesuade no na ne aka no fato wachi na pem ko wani eduru bre bia ya pem ko animu no eden wo pese opem ko animu na so kaya na ye wo ya enfumsuo bi ade ya bi a waye wo bi anade wo bi so de aye wa mana ko wo dedem na so ni nyina mu na meka se eduru de adin a mo ani so kire okese de hata mu nkum ye chie ka kire no se wotwe de ampon Kwame wona me dan wo eye den ma me se me komanim na so ye se wo de kanisa se wo ye oboafo se me jamu ma wo se boa me na me pem komanim a wo be boa me Kofi Kenata bo ne nwum Awurade bagistia no na fa me komanim na jai mu ma no ono onim de si na no onim ye si ne onim ye besi wo chena onim the next second enti obeboa wo na ono so de bibia nye den ma no bibia so nye na kwensi de onti se ye nipa enti se de tie bia so ujemu ma na obeboa wo ama wapem akowanim. You can do it. Move forward, for greater things lies ahead of you. Don't wallow in the past mistakes, in the missed opportunities, in the past hate. Let it go. Thank you. Mami akunamani enenso die stand against drugs no yebeka brofo kakra efise binom entitwi no kra nti mamini kan ladies first no ba no ezisi akra no mamu se o Nigeria ni kakra mini omu hia no brofo nkwa na ne ye ka enam say special yebeka twi o se da bi o pacho me titwi mi se awu titwi so say me Nigeria ni o ti afekra no mamu se o Nigeria ni nti special Zamani Ibrahim onfere enhano odina bra boy ye nhwesode ne mfanto ho se de be ye nua ma bi enko no boni mu biem wanom en wejai afei Prince Eli eniewu ono so ni twi na eden kakra so no de obetim de afrafra ama me ono so anom en wejaye na Kwame Sefa from ono kra de watena buruchi kakra nanso otitwi no enti yebeka twi mame na chose no Rehab Apostle Kevin Kobe Washington ase se wo boa asesa yeinum enti so Kwame good morning na mpom tsesen adome so me hoye special how are you?
I'm fine ma.
So you can't speak one tree. I'm good too dear.
Say.
Yeah no kakra sa. How long have you been in Ghana?
I am 7 years.
And you still can't speak tree?
Actually, I was in Usu, so it's more of Ghana than
okay. Okay. Yeah. Is that where you started the smoking?
No.
Where did you start?
I started at Labadi.
Labadi. Yeah. Okay. Eli.
Hello.
It's saying.
Yeah.
So we
yeah, when you speak, I will understand.
You understand?
Yes, please.
And you try to mess it with the English.
All right, I will.
And because of she need to make sure say what Kwame so. Kwame, unom dia ene dia.
Okay. Maybe throw me O level our palm now. Maybe ganja na starting.
We no.
We no.
Okay.
Because that time na me ball basketball. Okay. And volley my school team.
Okay.
It's true friends now. Because now me will be a me ferry idea pa.
Okay.
So now me say ganja no more. I remember when you so on ferry that because now me a mixed school. But I no more be ma.
School ni bi em.
Apam secondary.
Apam senior high. Okay. O level year ben asem ne yake.
I was 93, 94.
Okay. Ti unom ya be pem ebrebe.
Me wie O level no. Me be fie no. Na then time I mean call secondary na me wa nyanko brebo bi amene no nanti but no call for be fan ko abrochi earlier time. I call holidays no ba.
Okay.
Ti me buy no wa ba.
Okay.
Now say metumi ni na ko baby a yeton ganja ni bia na me say yeah metumi ni na ko because I ade amenom.
Ti unim base no.
Base no.
Okay.
Na base na me kono. Yeton cocaine wo ho.
Okay, nyewi nko.
Nyewi nko.
Okay.
That's side 2 tema.
Okay.
Side 2.
Okay.
But now me interested in cocaine. Even omo me who say omo no na kra no. Yeah. Anya me say ade na we mo no ma de ye omo say na me na me kan. But ye coin madam for no ma me iska say mento cocaine bi e ma no no anya wi ni ntina na me ba.
But na so trick you.
No trick me yes. I me say cocaine. Ti me so me ni momo a omo ton no but into me trade dia eye papa because madam for there. Ti dia guy na me to wi won ho no na me catch and say madam for here cocaine binti so obetumi abuana no dey okachem ni say me nim na me baby son is asem ni bi ma ade obeye me no mempe because me ne natna ha na me hu ha boys ni ti say me nim na me de me hu rem pa
obedwa
me
nti chese mu base ho no obia wo ne de.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bia wo de oton na obi oton ganja no pewa sempa no hu say o twetwe ho ko that side
obeka se jai na se mumu ni so no de ganja ni mumu ye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Enti boy no so me to me hwe ni sa na me ne call different person o say na me kan me bisa nipa na ye call no de o tene nchen ni ton bi no serving and if you call Monkaroom
ni ye
he na omonom cocaine.
Okay. And it's what side 2 what am I? Okay.
Na mommy. Na me ra ya manfa into me home for no na me who say abon some holding. Because dan heat pa woman pass sweaty na omonum edroi I'm say hey Jakopon. But me catch madam for me say so between atene manum there fine. Ono so an punity not now. Timetina ni chen kakra no ma sorry akwa bontin.
Ba wa nka bi anhwe.
Ma nka bi anhwe that time na me there almost say ho no ye num we wo. Thank you.
Okay.
To cocaine for.
Okay.
So we me po mi jan ho ko fie buy.
Okay.
E be fa no be.
Still.
No wo no.
Na no ya ye hwe wo sini mu a kakakra bi no mahua no magya. Adan wo munum che.
Akoye say aha no cocaine no ye say obek snifia na ji say onya pure one. But aha no one mixing no.
Amude ni ama fra.
2000 if ya o hawa unche because
omonum ganja na.
No, okay, you will be a or the fra ganja no. No we rolling is slim.
Okay.
No I'm friend of
cocktail.
Yeah. Okay.
Rolling is slim. Ti wo ni mo abeka say o madam for be cry na then time no train ganja pan me one dem ma me put me catch me say adena enjoy we you know na me catch me say oh you be jai ti me po maybe I mean the way I oya nti ya be ma me fi me ba fi hopo bio
na how
me
na un idea
nti later no ono call into cocktail no boy no ama o ma me ne be hu say wa chechire a onim say ne ba no ote we ni so kakra di be jai but no nim say slim macho no kra no na yes serious.
I see. It's you Kwame no every na also cocaine because
cocaine no madam for no
cocaine so.
You call second time na me catch her and say we dey dem ho dey me my enko ho but ento na me o baby obetumi akọ no mo.
Okay.
Because of how a hotel no betumi enyare anytime. No peneso. See baby a ye madam for bi o me senior man bi ono dey na me nim say I idea onom.
Okay.
But
esa munni mo homo.
Okay.
Mu de dey ne homo no.
About drug no. Me that time I me enter in me nim omo nom.
Na mpese me say me hu no. Once me say now you sure say we I'll come to that. But say wo so hia wo bi a oye dey hu say we oye menua if it's wonom.
And we share no appearance crowd to me hu. Mostly no rock nankasa a dry nipa.
Rock. And you cocaine.
Okay. And you rock and you heroin. Thai, that's Thai.
Okay.
So rock no. I don't know I did two bunker so you did ja to so bunker something like a buaya de train friends say tawano.
Okay.
So any mode no na dey kitchen fuel cover so.
Okay.
Na tue so no.
Okay.
See aya the ash, jot ash eguso. So now the rock na a powder form but omo anwa amana is solid. And I was heroin no there and also the good kitchen fuel so.
Okay.
Ma ya chensi no o de to say there e be muslim no. But aha no ye chensi ye the good fuel no so ama ye the jaka ase no. We say a movie. Now the pipe e di echi.
Now what
train en wusie na efi emu eba no.
Meba. Special.
Yes, ma.
What did you smoke? Weed or you sniff?
No, cocaine.
You did cocaine.
I take in alcohol.
You take in alcohol too. So you never smoke weed?
No, I didn't smoke weed.
Yours is cocaine?
Yeah, cocaine.
How long did you do that?
Like, I think like 2.5 years.
2.5 years? Yeah. Continuously?
Continuously.
How old were you when you started?
I started when I was, I think 22.
22?
Yeah, right now I'm 24. September 7, I'll be 25.
So it's not been long since you stopped?
It's not been long.
When did you stop? 2 months?
Yeah.
Then you will surely go back.
No, I've made up my mind.
What made you change your mind?
Okay, this is my story. I actually traveled from my country to Ghana because
from Nigeria.
Yeah.
Which year?
That was around 2019. Because of love of school. I was actually 17.
Okay.
I'm done with my national diploma. I studied mass communication.
Okay.
So I was supposed to come here and run my ICT at Zenith College.
Zenith College at Labadi.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a friend sold me out into sex trafficking.
Oh,
so I was sent to Labadi to meet a lady whose was I think she was my madam. She said I have to, the money they used in bringing me, I have to pay with interest.
Okay.
So I'm
How
paying.
Do you have to pay?
That was like
sleep with men to pay.
To pay, yeah.
Okay.
So there was this kiosk, like a kiosk, like all the streets girls. Sorry for my word. They do prostitution. So men do come there and sleep with them, and at the end of the day, then you gather the money and give it to your madam. So I was supposed to pay.
Was the madam living around?
She was a girl. She's a Ghanaian.
So she was living in the kiosk with you or around the neighborhood?
Around the neighborhood with us. Yeah. So I think we are like 3 of us. So the rest were transferred. So I was the only one in Labadi we here.
Okay.
So I had to pay her 10,000 Ghana cedis.
10,000 Ghana cedis.
And each day we are paying for the cure.
2019.
Yeah. Okay. We are paying for the cures for 70 cedis.
Okay.
Every day. And each
excluding
man,
the 10,000 cedis you will pay. Okay.
Each man takes 20 cedis.
Okay.
So it got to a time I couldn't bear doing it. So I was, when I'm sleeping, they insert a dose on me called dope.
Dope.
Yeah, that is the name I know on the street.
So it makes dope. No name a dope.
To read or what?
No, like an injection.
Okay.
It makes you feel dozy, you feel for sex. It makes you
it's an opioid, like kind of,
it's also an opioid.
An aphrodisiac.
Oh,
aphrodisiac, yeah.
For women?
Yeah, for both sexes.
Both, yeah. So when it inserts me that thing, I feel dozy, and at the end of the day, I don't know what is happening to me. When I wake up,
just a minute, I need to translate. But your special no on teaching, what's the accent in the crowd to me say, oh, you're Nigerian, or say wako school, kitani diploma, mass communication, or bagana so be computer home, say my ICT 2019, or by neja, ubin so then buy a tone call sex trafficking, so omebo jantra na nipa no obesi ne so enkran hano. Or say ye didn't buy in 10,000 Ghana cedis as a suitia. And tia no hon amanian or bommy say or boy in ampo, say or buy no or mutikiosum. You do baby no one person or name my beda on peso bay, that's one yena or no other no more the panier be a one. And then bisa say dear or see a friend dope. Elia Maya who say Jama. I say aphrodisiac ni bintie basa apia ono anso achem say basa apia afi na no ho twetwetwe no na afi ne ho fem no me kondo se me ne be ma beda me kondo se me ne be ma beda sa but ono wanu wi cocaine e no no me na o kiremu a o chate no 22 years say o 24 wanom ne sen wanom ne be almost 2 years na me say ni oja ye ncheye o se ani oja ye be 2 months pe eni.
So I was there, and when I wake up, I feel pains under my private part.
Okay.
It was becoming unbecoming. I got sick and I was admitted. So when I was admitted, she came to the hospital to pay for my bills, and she said they should discharge me while I was still on drip. So they had to bring me home and insert the drip on me, but still men were still coming in to sleep with me with the drip. Yeah, because I have to work extra hard just to pay that money, and we have sex for 20 cedis each man. So it was it was becoming unbecoming. I got war, and she took me for a swing. My hair was cut, my nails was cut. I had to swallow a boiled white egg just for me not to run. Initially, the swaying was
that supposed to be a ritual or something?
I really can't say. She said the initial thing why I'm doing the swaying is for me not to run, and I promised to pay her bills completely before
so
I
can
move
to pay
out.
Finally,
I was there like I think like 3 months on this fateful day, I met some guy who came to see me.
He came to sleep with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when he came inside, I was crying. So he asked me what was the problem. So I narrated everything to him. And he asked me how much have I paid so far. So I told him I've paid 4,000 Ghana cedis.
4,000. At this time you had been there for like 3 months.
Yeah.
From the 20 cedis per day.
From the 20
how many
cedis
men were
per
you
day.
sleeping with in a day?
I think in a day, like 6, 7.
6 men.
Sometimes I doze off. I don't know what is happening. So
Okay.
I wake up. I feel like, yeah, someone has passed through me.
Sorry.
It was going on like that. And
Why didn't
he
you
said,
call home?
I
your
wasn't
parents?
having nobody's number to call at that very moment. Because
did not come
initially
with
when
your
I
phone?
came, she took the phone from me.
Okay.
And I know nobody. It's my first time coming to Ghana.
Okay.
So I couldn't reach out to
Did you
anyone.
come on your own? Did your parents know
I
you
came
were
with a
coming
friend. No, my parents don't know I was coming. I
Okay.
came with a friend. And unfortunately, the friend sold me out to the
Super.
sex trafficking.
So how did you end up taking cocaine?
Okay, so the guy paid. He said I should show him I should show him my madam, and
Okay.
he paid her off the remaining money, and he took me out of there, not knowing the guy was into drugs. So sometimes I was staying with him. So sometimes he goes out and he comes back within 3 days. Sometimes he comes in and he locks himself in the room. Sometimes when I open the door, then everywhere is messed up, everywhere like a tattered area.
And you weren't scared?
I was scared, so I asked him what he usually take. So he told me it's cocaine, I should give it a try. So I tried the first day. They call it rock. In
Okay.
my country, we call it crack.
Crack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I tried it the first day. I didn't get the feeling, so
How did you try? Did you sniff or you
no,
smoked?
I smoked.
Okay.
So when I waked up
Like
the following
the formula or format Kwame
same,
taught us?
yeah.
Okay.
I waked up the following day and I asked him to. I told him that thing he gave me yesterday, he should give it to me again.
But I thought you said you didn't quite
I
like
had
it.
no idea of it. I had no idea of it.
No, but you said you didn't like it. Or the first time you tried it, did
I
you
didn't like it.
So why did you ask for it
It
again?
was becoming like I was craving for it.
Oh.
He said a thing. So
Even though you didn't like it.
even though I didn't like it, I didn't get the feeling, so I didn't like it.
Okay.
So when I tried, and that was how gradually I started smoking. So when I smoke it, I speed up. So what I used to calm down is the alcohol. When I take in the alcohol, I feel
And you
a
want
little
to throw
bit
up,
relaxed.
Then you take alcohol.
Yeah, I feel a little bit relaxed. So it was going on like that. I was becoming. I was emaciating. My face was deforming and other things. So
Because
I
you
had
weren't
to.
eating?
I wasn't eating. I don't have appetite. Sometimes if I see the food, I don't want to eat. When I wake up in the morning, I just want to smoke all day.
That's what you want to do.
And that time I was staying at my Court estate with him.
Okay.
So I had to move out because it was becoming unbecoming. So I moved out. I went to Osu. I had a friend at the Cures who I called, and she told me she's at Osu in an apartment.
Okay.
So I went to the apartment with her. We were paying like I think 300 a week. So I went back to the street again. Right now I'm into hookups and standing on the road and stuff. So right now I'm earning daily bread on my own. So through that means
Right now, as you are speaking to me, you are into hookups.
No, as of now?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
As of now.
When
I'm
you
not.
moved out of Manette Court to
Estate
Osu,
to Osu.
that's where you went into hookup.
Yeah. So I met a couple of
What
friends.
is this hookup thing?
Like an online business, like a prostitution. Like
Okay.
you hook up with a man.
So then you
and
went
he
back to
pay
what the madam was using you for.
But
now
this
you're
time
working for
around,
yourself.
I'm working for myself.
I get
so
it.
I was there and I met this couple of friends, and I was just there one day. I was like, I could like to have some of that same thing I tried over when I was
The rock or crack.
Yeah. So one of my friends said, there is a place they just sell it. I was like, so openly like that. She was like, yes. So I was like, oh, let's go. So she took me to Osu Bunker. So I was there, Osu Bonka at
Osu Market. Why do they always add Bonka to it? Hold on, Kwame, didn't see na baby a base no more the Bonka town.
Baby a omonum, ya no ma de no. On say Bonka ye baby a emfa say to krobi mu a. Nti na make say ubore mu a. Enyo obi na beka cho say.
Azama ko sham na mu sie bi sa no.
Yeah, because enye say from apofem.
Oh, I see.
Because of branches now you see what
it's a journey bedroom.
Thank you. And now, smoke and so I shall win smoke out.
Unya smoke now, open. Feeling is so smoking. I see. So
we went that day and we smoked. We also bought some and we took home. So gradually, they show me road, Asabi road. Right now I start going on my own. I start going on my own. I don't call them. So it was becoming unbecoming. I moved out. I was in Newtown. So this time around I went to Tudu. There is a place they call Tudu at Accra.
Yeah.
Where the junkies are. They sell the smoke there and everything. Any kind of highness you want, it's over there.
Okay.
So I started
So that means that when you say it's becoming unbecoming, you don't like it.
I don't
but
like it.
Still you
but
feel like going for it.
Yeah.
And now you
right
want
now I'm
a higher level.
Right now I'm addicted, so I'm misusing it.
Okay.
So I moved to a place called Today in Accra. So I was at the ghetto. My life became miserable. I was frustrated. I go around picking.
Now you don't do the school anymore. The reason why you came to Ghana.
I didn't do nothing about it.
So
this time
for how long were you in Tudu?
I think I really can say I've been there for a long time. I sleep there. I don't
to do that. You made the chosen rehab team.
Exactly.
They came to that bunker.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
Pacho special. Ebra no wala hono mono. Cratchy be no all can asem chere no say mami ya odimi siba sibra. O say odimi buy 10,000 cedis mintua. A day obetimi ni mema be 6 and 7 ada. Na 20 cedis. Sa I was a kiosk no mutim no so omo ye ma be me nsa omutua 70 cedis a day nti na afeye na homete ti cratch bi buy on ne be die o kan na kosem chair no e na cratch ne ye say bisa o ma me ne say o de ne kasa na watua say watua 4,000 ti aka 6,000 cratch na kotua wayi na fimu cratch ne de na ko ba bi a wote wo manet court sa na cratch no so onu kra de NF come from plant to fire no special if you from Panima to Jenny fi say cratch no de wo ye cocaine ankasa o say Ghana ha no say de Kwame kind cocaine no mo kan rock ono ni krom Nigeria alataya wo mo kan crack enti afi de oni cratch no de di kan no na anya ne de exchange so sorry so say opa no no wano na fi aye ne de na o hwa aseti oni cratch ne ti no si de bia fi mpese mitu na otu ye na obetina awusu ti osu no de na che say ba sibira no wayi nani mo no ankasa ye ma ne ho ene de ne mafo no kan hook up no yeti ne ni ma de kra na mbusa no si online ti uni be ma no keka wo internet ne so na chese makohia na wakọ service be ma no nti eno ye ba sibira sisi ano omo nhye da nyina se de isle gon ye hu so mu jeje ano ne yi ho no cantonment omo nhye da nyina omo ye no phone ne so nti eno amu na na eno so wa no si da bi otuwo no obi sa se me pe ba bi esan ye cocaine no na omo kire no ohu ho ne de onu aka na alata brofo no say now she sabi no road afedi onu no abaye ogboro nti onu atimi kokonom de dru ba bi no na onya atenka ne say de ope no na no owura risk from na kokeche yen say wo ye dru ba bi a say wi no nkwa na afi atenka no en unya ne say de ope ti say wo graduate nti o graduate ye enu akotu akotena Tudu ho nso ye se ba bi de bonka Kwame akire ye mu ho de mutiye ti afedi e wonya ne high level na openo ho na choosing rehab for shia no mama ko prince so prince
hello
also one no for how long and now one no for me do saying
speak English please.
Oh, speak English.
Please you have to bear with me.
I have to
yeah.
Okay, so how long had you smoked?
All right, until my recovery.
Okay.
12, 13 years, ranging from weed to the other drugs I knew.
So tell us, weed,
yeah,
cocaine?
I started with weed to benzone.
Benzone?
Benzone is found in tramadol in what you call in red, the red unit.
Red. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, to cigarette, to crack, to heroin, to other drugs like raffinol, codeine, and some other nasty drugs.
You are saying codeine. We say codeine.
Codeine, all right. Codeine, hydrocodone, and
all
morphine.
That.
Yeah.
Which one did you start with?
Wheat, in the senior high school.
In senior high school. Which senior high school?
The Bishop Eman College.
Bishop Eman, the one in Volta region.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. And then you graduated.
Yes, sir.
Because you're not getting that high level anymore from the weed.
Yes, yes. You keep tracing the feeling you got at the first use.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the nature of drugs. You keep tracing the euphoria. You want it to get intense the more. Okay. That is the nature of all drugs.
Okay. So how long have you been able to quit completely?
2 years now, since
2 years
I met recovery. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And since then I had been with Chosen Rehab Center, where I had my recovery.
That's where you had your recovery?
Yes, please.
How did the recovery come about?
Okay, it was a video that went viral of me in the midst of my adversary. When I got to the rock bottom, you know, I joined a gang that is into recycling. We do scraps.
Scraps, that's in the collecting of metal scraps?
Yes, when I got to the rock bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, so we went to the steam regime.
After school, that's what you were doing?
Yeah, that was what I have to do because to satisfy my cravings, to fuel my addiction.
Did you go to uni?
Oh, no.
Okay. After secondary school?
Yeah, after senior high school.
You went full-time into smoking?
Yes, like.
And you weren't doing anything?
It was crime, drugs and crime.
Okay, so you were not just smoking, you were doing other crimes?
Yeah, the drugs and crime are like the numbers. How were you getting
money to finance the drugs? How were you buying it?
It is why I always say that drugs and crime are like the numbers 9 and 10. They work hand in hand, all right? You are addicted to drugs. It has become like the air you breathe. Like you need it, okay? Now you are unemployed, okay? And you live amongst people whose major source of livelihood is crime. So you succumb to what they do.
Whatever they do.
In Ghana, that is what happens basically.
So where was your base?
I had taught the bases in Ghana from Volta region to Accra here to...
Where are the bases in Accra?
Accra, the headquarters for drug in Accra here is Newtown.
Okay.
Newtown, Akutes, you can then Tudu, you have June 4th.
Tudu where I was talking about.
American House, talk about Kaswa, Achimota, Las Vegas. And drug is everywhere in the city now in Accra here. Drug is everywhere now.
Since by grace you got saved, as I'll put it, have you ever been to these bases to tell them
yes,
there's nothing good in this?
Yeah, so I'm into advocacy now.
Oh, great.
Awareness creation to sensitize the youth on dangers of indulging into drugs. And so sometimes Chosen Rehab Center gives us the platform to go to the ghetto. We who had recovered to go to the ghetto to show them our scars. Let them know that their wounds can also get healed. We extend helping hands to them.
When you go to those bases, don't you feel nostalgia? Don't you feel like, can I have a taste again?
Yes. That is for people who are babies in recovery. Okay. I have gotten to the stage where I had developed some subtle means of dealing with my triggers. All right. I am like.
So you still get triggers?
That is if I stop succumbing to the recovery protocols. All right.
So that means you don't say I have recovered completely.
No. It doesn't work like that. You must be in the program.
I said, bro, phone kwan no mo kana sen ko mo ka twi a ka me penisa pants me ne den. Kwame Nsuti ni di na Kwame, I guess you're a Voltarian.
Yeah, I'm a Voltarian.
Okay. Kwame Nsuti ya igbeni ti onu su twi no on Prince Kwame ni kafra. Prince Nsuti ya igbeni ti twi no nti papa. Nti na me busa no se onu so ne de enu onsu onu de waye nro ni nyina bi. Nti nro no di na no obobo no. Codeine, tramol, then the onu obobo nro na ewo sa red ni mu no red no cross waye bi da. We know so Osha secondary school 13 years and waye nu sem ya ti be 2 years ni a Chosen Rehab for adom Kwame Prince Asesa de afiri mu na mbusa ne se on kire me base wa Accra no timote Achimota Las Vegas Kaswa Tudu Accra Newtown American House. Is it American House we know?
Yeah, there's
East
American, yeah.
Oh, I see. Enti wabobo ho no mu nyina eno se ehonum eye basis na me busa ne se enti no heden tonuro no o se se obey nubone eni nsemoni die ni abonefo sem de omo nanti bom ata ni ata efi se woni onya adwuma ade no so wo nso a ho twetwe ho pebia no enti de obey ya ne se ne nsemoni no mekọ akodie nsemoni no I guess that would be stealing and robbing people.
Yeah, fraud by false pretenses.
Fraud.
And crimes of all kinds.
All kinds.
Yeah.
Crimes that will get you money.
Yeah. Crimes that will get you money.
Enti kronu wom ewiemu asisire apobo na ada ni nyina de be ma na nya sika ode be kwa kotonuru no ode be obeye no ode akwa kotonuru no na me bisa ne se sesi a wo free mu okọ base ho ko ka kire omu se minu anom emwa mo o se ochosi rehab for mo omu ko so omu ni omu ko kasanche omu yonkofo na omu da su wo mu no na omu ka kire omu se o se de wudi etie bia ye free ye de mu ye kutwani unsu betumi afim na me se okwa anye no ho betwetwe ne kakra o se hane na onu momu de wo jai no ma che enti onte se obi afa nu wo jai no ma ne kon bedo na se ne kon don so okwan ofa so a o tete ne hu free mu a onnom enti honum na eye me wa kakra che se wonum na wo free mu a onum no se ye wi se cocaine se omo rock se crack ne nyina cocaine na se ye tramol no ne nyina no na me bisa ne se onum na wo free mu a un free mu kra se me jai kra no se debi ehonu na mpese meti ni ye na eja me nsuma bebo akira amamo se sa na chese se oh wejai no onya kra so you really don't get out of it completely.
Yeah,
or you don't recover fully.
We do recover.
Okay.
Your recovery is anchored on certain protocols which you must observe.
It becomes a part and parcel of your life throughout your life.
Recovery is actually a lifetime journey. It is why you see people stop drugs 10 years, you see people stop alcohol 5 years, and they still go back to their vomit. Okay. That is because they have stopped observing the recovery protocols.
Tell us some of these recovery protocols. Somebody may not be bold enough to come out, but as the person is listening, the person wants to stop. What are these protocols? The
first and foremost is the higher power factor.
Okay. Which is?
My higher power is God Jehovah.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
We who had been in the dungeon of addiction and had been privileged to recover have come to realize that without God, it is impossible. That is the first and foremost. It's worldwide. Yes. Okay. It's worldwide. You go to Canada, you hear the same thing. You go to Afghanistan, you hear the same thing.
Okay.
The God factor is the first and foremost.
Okay.
And two, there are places at the early stages of a recovery. It may not be good for you to go.
Okay.
Okay. It all boils down to drawing a circle around yourself.
Okay.
All right. Certain boundaries around yourself. You cannot just be the person you used to be.
Okay.
There are certain things that even by seeing them, you trigger you and you can fall back.
Okay.
Okay. There are certain.
Does that mean you cut ties with your old gang, your
Absolutely.
Friends?
Change of environment.
Okay.
Your priorities must change. Your belief must change. Your values must change. Okay. So it's actually a sophisticated task. That is why you don't even have to try drugs at the first place, at the first time. Because when you get into it, bouncing back to who you used to be and moving on in life sometimes seems very cumbersome. It takes work. You work it out. Like focus. Focus more than the normal person. You have to
be really committed.
Like
if not, you can't.
110%.
Okay. And you should be willing.
Yes. You must always be mindful. Know that, no, I am different from you now. Me like this, I'm different from you. There are places you can go. Which when I go there, the kind of thoughts that may be coming into my mind will be very undesirable.
So that means you don't have to be too self-confident that, oh, now I'm out of it.
Overconfidence is a threat to recovery. Overconfidence.
I like that.
It's why we call ourselves recovering addicts. To be mindful of the fact that when you get too complacent, you may fall.
Thank you. Pacho, na me busa princess say enti unumu a unjai kra so ubejai na emu no ujai enimu no enhihye bi ho ese wudi so a ebe ka wo ho daada na me se won kire e bia na obi tie wo fie botaye ni nyina no se bia ono wonya kwa ankochotin rehab na so no ahye ne dem wo no kokko mu a onyaye anko wajai wi onyaye anko wajai cigarette onyaye crack o se den yi tramo yi wajai eno o se esese ugitum se tumi bi ebro so ewo ho a obeboa wo na unya tumi ni mugidie enu ni onyankopon enti ono ne de ni onyankopon enu achi nso baabi wo ho a ensese wokọ baabi ti se baabi akane na wokọ no na mfofo bia na oni omo nante misinti ese wo betwa sa na mfo ni nyina abo wo se an enu de number 1 esese wotwa wo mo bo baabi a sa na tie efise once sabro no kra wo te so no mantamu no baabi a wodi agro no a won besi atwe wakom na me ka se ene esese wodwo hu di bebre se o meja no se hwe ene ti no obi tumi jai no 10 years 5 years 15 years no asen akonachi enti sa wo yo hu se wo de me de sesi ade matinti mi jai ya che bibia no ebe mama koma wani be ba ho so no na wum ti manya wo chinyegifo na manya wo tintinti se mi jai de be 2 years ni me num bia mu da enti mekoho untumi nkoho menko Las Vegas ho wate menko bonka na wo tudu ho no ene watie yi Kwame wo se wo ba e me hwe wa nam se na bra wo ye sure se we jai last week omo ba e wa maybe me ni omo kobo nkomo ofe no na me hwe prince and catch prince say I can tell se wa no bida ene wo se me ye den hu em se na no ene ne nsa nti wo so sa na me de hwe wo enye se me bu aten na so na fe me ye ma hye me se obi o TV o hwe be ka se na ya ta papa ya de ekura da so adrom wo no wo nyae Rakwa me wejai.
Oh, mommy,
wejai kra. Mfie sen ni a won kan bi nhwe ye.
6 months.
6 months. Na wonu ni mfie sen from 93.
For almost 22 years.
For almost 22 years.
22 years.
And one I would call Bruche na do ba Ghana no.
Maybe kono na me number na sheda ndidi me mu.
Okay.
So me call you na awano man shada no me buy back no mum na abedidi me
me ka say bia no na ukono me ya e ma ye de u ba Ghana the way na u ka say they brought me down
dog need there ahani papa
oh e kwan ben so na
ya dia since beka so bia am robbers here some the children kokunipa bia your junkie bia so ye medra and say obetwe sekaya na echu so mama nyoma ya ye no aya impai boy I draw we say o se obejai na wan father me anka ho a ntumi njai
okay
because do abo aye bo we kun obi batu nim say we kun obi because of their wakọ o de wa ye wie ko nipa ni be wona ni emhye no
no ka
say
wakọ obi agini sika
thank you bia what you did because o ko tna to fifie because boni a wa ye wow area crown to me nko na we to if wa ko tna get to adwuma be na o ye o nipa o to drone crowd no ho to me nko no say oh borrow a draw na but konya bibi ba ono to me de nipa ye den eje somehow draw so pe draw di biado na me say we di abonsampa na ye ne
obomopa
mama anya yi
na dia na ye won sa no
no so ka draw ne ho
ade uko no medu e hye wa na uko fa obi ade na
ye ko me ne Nigerians be ko obi fie na Chinese for ya bi say ye pesca it's gunshot na ma me free far fence so na PSB was na
ewo
ba ko why me hanwa
and so still now that's so
ye fanye futu pa still na dia ba ma me to me adwen ho say do ye say me jai ne ma me ka baby or Canada
okay na chese na efie ye
oh yeah me nuanum nyina outside me pena me were downtown sake of this drug see I didn't dead body by nobody ne koiko me Scabeni answer let me 7 years sick of how I me my year ne nim say metumi ato edro ni bi akompat me kai kwa ye praises and worship cry na me so me kai a
adan wan kohwe o ma me no ye mani wuska no so wan ko adan wo diska no ko ye drugs
onum bia no wenu
sa ya munum ho
me okoye obi bone kra na obet na ho scanning san na wa wenu ho pose okoye sa ade no eno kra na ya metun say no abonsampa na ede ne da I'm sorry, and duty. Now, was sorry, I know, what dad, dear Betchiano Pakra, and now you show.
I didn't
because if I now conyeska or drain the old being the condom drag.
I said, oh, that drag, oh, sorry, I drag, and no one
now drain.
Okay, Chebibena, Yamia Dum 6 months, and no, Kwame or fire, I will say, I feel dear Kwame, my ye
to me who say. Once I come first month, second month, I now pray say at the hanum the be sorry. So that no you no na wow.
Eh choosing
Rehab be anywhere to say choosing. And up 4:30. You be praises and worship.
Na person who so mu shia when ya na wo shia.
Mrs. Test to be free outside by now.
Okay.
Nko hu apostle. Na me ankasa my imagine say person me die but me nyeska na into me nko now me using it for drug now after them I regret it now me who say yare bi say man no ma chent me who say no yare bi hihye me mu a edro na ekata no so e say pia onum drug na why okay see me dwen one am kakacha papa ti ase kacha papa so pema sempa kacha ni say edro no pese me jai o my I know some person make up money into. I have sometimes my friend demand this guy on no their money.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we saw the be kwa kono.
On him definitely.
So the be ma. For that time.
Me nenti ono ti o jai me ho come to 11.
Okay.
No akotina Kumasi.
Okay.
The way I mean kwa be come so fie no. To me jai fie ni esi honum na me me dageto.
As if you were on Kwan outing, so get to him.
This one cost succeed this KBR, a mood.
And no chasing, what cost succeed,
a co movement.
Mentias, okay.
Obi our quine of say, a drone idea, baby, scar will be a cell cock baby.
Okay.
It's in a make us say, Name Brad, I say, a nay crime, no. Because onye eduma bia onye scawen e drone so no boarding onye scawen na ode no
6 months ago we film no na rap on here saying
that was 45 Ghana cedis
45 Ghana cedis e dey utu no be say
oh e dey okay me can say me am pese me join the embassy so
okay
but then time I me yeah imagine that time me do 45 but that time na heroin no me heroin no me penny too much but I know na ma take you know
okay
but rock no na me penny too much a day me to me
now what starting now umpe crack with the rock no I say the wa be jai heroin ni mo ma be pe no
more
I see
but heroin no na ma will calm me down
okay
crack no the
but special say no the alcohol they calm me down but what now the heroin no calm me down na say crack ko say rock ko say cocaine no unumwa
a mouse speed up
a mouse speed up na chese
ho yirawo wait me aya dia se wonnum ya wo bedwen ho aka se sa wo we pa me na me free wo we
to me
wo ho se ya na sen dia be by dia nye yare nko
it makes you panic.
It makes you panic.
It makes you crave for the smoke. Like you need more.
But to me, no.
Jump start. That's right.
A jump start. That means it kicks you up for higher level.
Yeah.
For action, what kind of action?
Like you do weird things.
So what my?
Wait, I want to still get Kwame's point on. A day now, no more saying.
That time, no, the day. Mommy, untumi kase me nom say me konya. If I say 1,000 Ghana, rock no boy, be demanded for more.
Okay.
but
into a day 1,000 Ghana would need na be no
bet to me at nasi or sorry
within an hour
best sense see
within an hour to get
rock nem kwa be jini na
heroin
no calm down no cry no heroin within 1,000 Ghana no bet to me use be if I'm not mistaken be then time be minimum dey anka met me use be 40 Ghana per for heroin no
enu ebe calm down
yeah, because I don't know
960 no
ato rock
heroin
no a check oh be say o change to me call na o dey ato work akra but rock ne dey offer ya pine na asan na oto and cheso na wasan feel for more I no nema skabia ebi mu aya mo feel say me no na first we catch them say working of the pushers no nam say no sana dro
as the nature of it
as a pushers na ye musa
but a dro no and I need now so your mindset
nti a day na nka obetumi spend 1,000 e wo rock ne ho nti wa wo ye wa dwen say wu jai no a day now spend the same
a day no rock ne dey metumi spend 1,000 but heroin no and I know me so because heroin no nema we weak
withdrawal symptoms
na no nema be brain it's true some be ba rehab no
and nema uja na say wa no twansuo ni ade no
na why weak why basa na say I know they are serious me who e drobia we asima at say cocaine draw be ba nyina drobia ansen cocaine or Turkey
na Kwame utimi ware
mommy na me wo oba me ware mum but me oba ba ko many oba be na but due to draw na be me bibia yeah because me oba mpo nya me akono yeah I am one oba mpo me ne oba tena but later me jane ho ekotena get to mo no ekon be say
nti wo oba
me oba ba ko
oba na be ma
oba
owo hin sese
owo ne ma me
o onim se ne ame papa ye ni
oh yeah
okay
oh yeah ma chosen for be farm kra no ni agi
what in fee say
or 25 years
any oba na ni afi sese a unya obe ware
oh yeah my dream my catch apostle kra say if he ha
na obe fi wo because said they are not prince can say ade no protocol na ye afebo
true mommy na ni nyina so ye owo pa one how I watch share wa dream me say no mommy dia na me kom no me hu say ankanye say by this time po me to meet na hiding come e say Yankopon na do me Yankopon do me pa mommy because your mama femu I am to meet na ho dwenwen wa na me so
yeah condo still ana
no
yeah condo but now when you catch it say yeah triggers bi wo ho ti wo ho a won say dia wa ya che 20 something years there that could be so yeah condo
bibiam
okay
obi wo a dia wakom aya me ntumi hu me omo am ne omo sha ase bebre ewu ebi wo ha yikum omo obi so ha no a na yare ediwu
okay
yes
yikum omo so omo call crime bi na
thank you
movements
na
okay
abonitu ana abunekunu
okay
but me bedu me bia me daya na me so no say no Yankopon be so yi me fisa ade ani
oh okay
because me ba chosen no asana me be hu say say yare ye friend say sugar diabetes
okay
na me nim da say e bi wa me so nim da because me o get to me gina ho na yeah fine we are here tell you to me your sports we are to me cut now and this to me chimney nya blackout na makoto madam for jam chance I then am so Charlie me hu hwe o I say why you since morning you smoke and you know chop why you no go feel dizzy go sleep
Now I can't say actually. Now so I could
okay. Smoke and not knowing say doctor na your doctor na or chosen. Catch him saying I made dog me papa. My sugar level rise to 30, 130.
130.
Yeah.
Which was too high.
I may put me in poser baby. See, I know I'm sorry, call Jimmy. I say Jim, no, na. I'm me. I know maybe I know my week. Yeah, come on in devotion, crowd na. Feel say me come. Not join you say I ran in a to me sorry, how much Jones almost 5 times as I did. I'm go home next and I'm catching and mommy, pastor wife, my head in my bar, action water. Yeah, they call hospital.
Tie ho ansa na obi hu. Na time na ya wo base no. Ya wo nyare nko hospital.
Mommy hospital yeah no yeah so who for jibedo ya na yeah no. Na mommy o to me so obi to me ankasa 20 million crowd the mommy a eduane a medi no ebe ya onwanwa. Ni nyina drone na edge.
Sa 20 million no say 2000 cedis.
Yeah.
And you send it 2 days ebesa.
1 day put me sir.
Oh.
1 day.
I see.
Mommy.
I see.
A day we say scanning. You know it's na ho dwen wa to say no.
And fast so ni so.
Sampa yeah why say also to me any be because anya easy say the atwam dey man atwam ko.
Nti say na me busa prince no. Onso watimi akọ yitema site 2 honom bonka hone o makokasa se Jack munua me free mu munya yi naturally mu me fire life manyame.
No me call because me ba chosen no anya dia me kra na se na mama me privilege me dey course radio station ni behind because apostle na ayo kase opese na me ni din komo about my lifestyle no who say no
it's so amount time kakra and yes na ukwa na afi ukon akodo oh okay
kon no pa ni de mommy anya dia
ukon no biem
no
just one kasa we simple mu say me nye biem
even say me kai me mama dia no kra na
o mama dia na
ya me ya papa mommy ya me ya
skasa no mo de mane o no
oh just anya omo pese me ko keke
se ko hwe se ma me
ko hwe na nim keke
ujiska na wa ko base
se na me ni fie so me base na my friend na ya send ya ma e send me be 3 times
sa ya wo kan send na chiro mo so mo send no
me ka chiro mo say first one no mo send in we did the cabin to no settle. Oh, my sister Becca said, this can't be brave way. Okay, Miss Zamani will be now. Say,
Nana, I'm passing
Mendeka, a drone antina. Now, make us say that time.
The drone will be on keys.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. No, so no one himself, no me drone into no moon fee me. Till time, my mini car baby.
Okay.
Now, me, you are no answer now until mammy away, no me the bed. 2 enim so ama me am the bet 2 enim but later no omo nyina ya omo adwen ba ko omo nfi me bio
no
ya omo ba now ya no omo ma edeme ba choose
e ba choose oni omo ya de pa omo give you up on you
give you up
great na sisi na wo ye adwuma na wo so adwuma no lie
na me a clearing agent through me clearing na me wo na me dey 2 kwan
and now the call abroad no call him for Canada
call South Africa they call US no mo dey me back
o call US na mo do back drugs in India omo hu se wo no mo ho ti omo deport you and you know so how how many years in
almost it's almost about 28. As at now, I'm 50 years.
You are 50? Yeah. Oh, you are handsome.
Thank you.
Okay. Special. It's been 2 months.
Yeah.
You heard what Prince said, that you don't go back to those bases. Do you go back there?
No, I haven't really gone out. Actually.
You haven't gone out?
Yeah.
So your coming out is coming here?
Yeah.
And you always move with the chosen rehab people?
Exactly.
Okay. Now have you gotten a phone to let your family know that this is where I am, this is what I find myself in?
No, not yet. I have a family here in Ghana. I have a son.
You have a son?
Yeah, with a Ghanaian man.
With a Ghanaian man? But you were 17 when you came. In our conversation, 17. You never told me you got pregnant.
Yeah, I just don't want to. I thought it's personal. I keep it to myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But your son is fine?
Yeah, he's fine. He's doing well.
I respect that. So, at the chosen rehab, what are you doing?
Okay, I was there at the ghetto and Chosen found me.
Okay, at the ghetto in Tudu?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chosen found me. But before that time, life was becoming unbecoming for me. My life was on the streets, my life was on the road. I was becoming unbecoming.
Were you also involved in crimes?
Yeah, sometimes I was into, like, mentally I wasn't okay. I go around picking rubbish and stuff just to earn money to smoke. Sometimes
picking rubbish, like how?
Rubbish.
Collecting rubbish.
Yeah, pure
like
water
the pure
rubbish.
water rubbish, so that you go and sell.
And
then
get
you get
money
to go and smoke.
It was getting out of hand.
Okay.
I wasn't looking good at all. My
neck
was standing on my shoulder.
You were not looking good.
I knew I wasn't looking good. Like, I really wanted to stop, but I couldn't find a way.
Okay.
Not until Chosen found me.
Okay. The day they found you, where were you? What were you doing?
I was smoking.
You were smoking?
Yeah.
An apostle himself came there?
Not apostle himself. It was Pastor Mugi.
Okay.
He came and he spoke to me, but I didn't listen.
You didn't
listen? He still passed away there, and he was still talking to me.
Okay.
So I said, okay, I will take a decision. This is the first time I'm making a decision for myself. So I took that decision, and he told, there was one thing he told me that triggered me to come. He said, if he's giving me a day, if I come and I don't like the place, I can go, but he's assuring me they're going to take very good care of me.
Okay.
So I took that decision.
And you went with him?
At that process, I was pregnant at that time.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I came,
and you were still smoking.
I was smoking and excessively. I came the week I came.
It's not good for you to smoke as a pregnant woman.
But I was still doing it because I needed it.
You didn't know?
I know.
You knew?
But I need it. I crave for it. So there is no means I can stay without it.
Okay.
So I came. The week I was supposed to give birth was the week I came, and I came like Thursday, and Saturday I was in labor. So there was this mommy.
You gave birth at Chosen.
Yeah, okay. There was this lady. They call her Ma Helen. She's our mother in the house.
Okay.
So I told her I was in labor. So she thought I was joking. So she was preparing to go to the shop. So she left and the water burst.
Okay.
So I was just with the disciples in the house.
Okay.
So at the process I was bleeding too.
Oh.
Yeah. So Auntie Sarah, my counselor. And Sarah was there, and they took me to the hospital. It was really hectic for me. Like, I was still bleeding, like more than 45 minutes, I was still bleeding. And the child wasn't coming. Wow. So I slept, I was given drip then. I slept, I wake up like 8 in the evening.
Okay.
So right now, the child came out with his legs. It was really
so it was
painful.
like a breech birth.
It was really painful.
Okay.
I had to push, I have to struggle. They did scanning and the child heartbeat wasn't corresponding.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had to push the baby out.
Okay.
So it took me a while, and I was weak, I was exhausted. I was feeling like I'm dozing off, like I'm feeling sleepy. So the nurse were telling me not to
sleep. Even though you were pushing?
Yeah, I was feeling sleepy at the same time.
But that pain, I'm wondering how you be in that pain and still feel sleepy.
She was dying.
I was going.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
So they said I shouldn't sleep. So I was lying down and the nurse took me up from the bed. So this time around I'm coming up. I was coming with my breathing, like I came back to life again. So I had to be put down on the floor, and I gave birth kneeling down. So when the child came, I almost lost my life. I was weak, I was exhausted, I wasn't having strength to do nothing. So I cry out to God. I said, I'm making a covenant with God. If He can help me, if truly He's the God I served, if He can help me out of this situation, I will stop smoking. Now, I just made that prayer, and the child came out, and at the process, he died.
The child died?
Yeah. So since then, I've made up my mind not to go back to addiction. So, yeah. Sorry. So it's been 2 months now, and choosing has really impacted a lot in me.
So apart from the son you don't want to talk about, then you lost another one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
And choosing has really, amen. Choosing has really impacted a lot in my life. They have really taught me about God. They have impacted a lot of activities in my life. Like I know how to
But
breathe.
do you also feel the urge of doing the crack or rock?
As of now, dear, my mind is made up.
Your mind
because
is
what I
made
witnessed in the labor
I know
room,
sometimes
it
your mind will be
easy.
made up, but
still
you have that tingling feeling.
Yeah. So there's this quotation we have, 12 chosen steps. That one is flushed out every evil thought within a second. So whenever my mind goes through that, I just go off it. And whenever I feel...
How do you flush it out?
You just take it off your mind. Stop thinking
wow.
Outside. Yeah. You just think about your present situation.
Okay. Thank you. Kwame, me ya be ma bi se me musa o say e dey na e ye din o recovery process mu pa.
Get din pa ni mitun say yeah, doing what fresh then time no na yam editors ntema bebreba to me stay because of you know withdrawal symptoms.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. I see.
No.
Okay. Sabon ade pe na Kwame say withdrawal symptoms in the man ye den pa na me busa special say Kwame to na chosen generation for no ehu no o si sabre no so fu bi e friend mugi e no ne be kasai asha se nkra de o si umfi no na so fu no so di mechi da krope uko na wani anka hwa na chese wasan aba sa wo konso no wonyim uko ya wada memenda na wo kan no obre ye na no wo kire kwan wo fa so ana wo no ni su ne paye ni ade na ontime nkyem obi a wo aka no nam ya mu nsu na ni kum ti ni nua prince ne say nko wo no no ko me kwa me dwon say na obi a wo kyem de wani san kum sesen e no ti a nka frimu no frimu omi a na ni owo akwada no na nso akwada na antena na akwada na frimu ti owo ba akwa no de o say o pese o keeping it private and now the obe will choosing wha on so a free mono. And Prince, let's wrap up. So at choosing, what do you do? Because I heard her talk about her counselor. I heard Kwame talk about the psychologist. It's like you have a whole team over there. Yes,
of course. To me, if you ask me, I will tell you that Chosen Rehab Center stands tall amongst the rehab centers in Ghana and Africa.
Okay, so there are more of the rehab centers.
Of course, there are more.
Okay.
Chosen, Chosen is a faith-based organization.
Yeah.
So the God factor is most foremost, and then we are into detoxification. That is where we introduce certain drugs into your system to counter the withdrawal symptoms.
Okay.
Yeah, that is what he was talking about.
It's like when you are being given a vaccination or
yes,
something.
to wash away the toxins that the drugs.
So this drugs that is given to your system to counter the drugs that's already in your system.
Yes.
Is it same drugs you've been taking in different levels?
Oh
or
no,
doses,
there are like drugs that are like prescribed that they use like legitimate drugs.
Okay.
That helps wash your system.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. So that you can be able to endure the withdrawal symptoms.
Okay. What are some of the withdrawal symptoms? So in our cases, first of all, the insomnia, you may not be able to sleep for like 3 weeks to 1 month. Like not even close your eyes. Really?
Yeah. Your body is demanding for the drugs you had been giving it for quite some time now. Dizziness, headache, you extreme yawning, you yawn like you are hungry. Like after every minute, you have to yawn. Watery eyes, running nose, panic attacks, depression.
Okay.
Yeah, anxiety, loss of appetite.
Loss of appetite.
A whole lot.
But when you were smoking, you didn't have the appetite anyway.
And yet, so the appetite comes after you are heavily dosed.
Okay.
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 Perhaps you have 2,000. After you have spent 1,800, then you may feel to
that's when
get
you will
something.
feel hungry.
And then it will be junk foods like Indomie, biscuit, toffee.
Something, and you don't eat much.
Soft
No.
drinks.
Soft drinks.
Yeah.
And you don't
especially
take
when
much
it's
too.
cold.
I'm surprised you are talking about soft drink because you use alcohol to calm down. So after taking the alcohol,
you still need something chill. Yeah, it's.
We call them the junk foods.
Okay.
All right. Like foods that are kind of like fried yam koliko, biscuit.
Okay.
Right, bell cola, stuff like that. Those are junk foods.
Okay.
Those are things you crave for instead of soupy foods like fufu, benku. So in Chosin, we do detoxification.
Okay.
There are counseling programs
where
we teach you the mind management techniques. You know, the brain is programmed in a way that even after you have stopped drugs, sometimes it brings back memories of the feeling you get when you smoke.
It's normal.
You could recall an event when you were 10 years.
Yes.
So the same way the brain may want to play tricks on you.
Yeah.
The feeling, the euphoria you get from the first use. So when it comes like that, in Chosin, you are trained to flash it out. Perhaps the divergent therapy.
Okay.
Okay, where you shift your attention off that evil thought as she was elaborating on.
Okay.
Yes. So and in Chosin, the faith-based, the counseling, detoxification, and skills training. Like her when she's ready, they're going to get people to.
How long will it take her to be ready for training?
Right, rehabilitation.
I actually know how to braid.
You already know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
but I want to know, according to chosen system, when you come for recovery, how long will it take them for you to start training?
This is a very real or hard fact.
Okay.
It's 1 year should be okay for you to fully recover.
Okay.
It takes patience, mind you. Recovery is
it's
anchored on patience.
Done for a very
10 years,
long
imagine
time.
28 years, imagine 13 years.
Okay.
Okay. It takes patience. They'll teach you to delete certain programs off your mind.
Okay.
You download new ones.
Okay.
You reprogram the way you think.
Okay.
Certain defects of character will have to be checked.
Okay.
You know, we went into crime, into stealing, prostitution. After recovery, all of these things are an F. So they work on them.
Before you are given the training.
Yeah.
I see. I understand you are in charge of a branch of chosen in the Western region.
Takrady, yes.
Takrady.
Yes.
So you are managing that place?
Yes, a deputy manager.
Deputy manager.
I have transitioned to the other side in the program.
That's
doing
great.
very well.
That's great. You are doing well. You are doing well. I'm sure Apostle is very proud of you.
Very, very proud.
And you must be proud of yourself.
You should know me. Like I'm quite popular. You should know me.
That's great. That's great. It's been great talking to you. I pray and hope that your recovery is for good. 1 year, you are now 2 months into it.
Yeah.
Kwame, 6 months. Please go through the recovery process. And I want you to give a word to those that are still in it.
Good.
What will you tell them? Let me start with Kwame. Kwame, what do you treat to cement in country? 6 months, CD. I call 6 months more. What baby? A yes, a wow, pepano say, pesemi jai. Until she na wa uncle with chibi. Emu ye den kra atenemu. So wo hu sa. Titi a wo twa 6 months. Na 1 year ni dura adwuma be na opese osua.
And they me bon paye o.
Afi na obo ho mpaye. Eni ezisi ade apostle papa. Enti asempe na obe kan kire wunuanom because obi abru 50 years enso woda so no. Dia na obe kan kire omo a ebe ma omo hu se emwa omo.
That's it. I'm catch me nuanom ni se bibia ni kwa enso nyame ye. Na omo hwe omo kai omo echi anytime omo ko no the way I know motie na sisi a baby I di mo abedu emfa yen ko baby ayan ye to poison edi ekun ya ye ho sisi be ya omo yisi some adwe na omompe baby papa anfa chosin wo ho bie na akoma mu twan omo so omo be ba ho a ke be bo omo because rehab sin there bebre wo ho betumi akọ but drugs the idea I spirit attached anybody aye etwem no sa boni nyina akunti aye nipa no de kan nyame betua we ka obi wo ha akoye ni bibi unnim po se wa de akoye no obehu ye no ye ma hye no wetwa ahwe ewu at unnim se wo na weku no nye obi otwetwe oku nipa nko ana yes ye meti we si se meku obi but me nim tina me say ni nyina aye mpaibo
okay that's it.
Unse
na me busa say na we jai kra me dey me conviction say we jai kra na be me bi obisa o say o di hatch o say Kwame okasa te say still da so unse sa de unu ma okasa ye different bisa
sana me kasate
sana okasate di hatch nya kuma to ye mu say
I can defend him on that.
Okay.
You know, when you smoke for a longer period, your voice becomes hoarse in a way. Okay, because the lining in your throat gets damaged over time. Okay, so with time, after 1 year, 2 years, you will see a difference in
his voice. I hope to meet you people again.
You will, definitely.
I have to. Can you just walk into choosing that you are an addict, you want to get out of it?
Yes, of course, and you would be embraced. You will be given same treatment.
Where are you located in Accra?
Achimota, Abofu, that is the headquarters, and we have other branches spread across in Ghana here.
Like Takrady, where you are the deputy manager.
Dodowa, my 11 Domi. We have an orphanage at Dakuma, an orphanage center.
And Kumasi.
And Kumasi. Yeah. Very soon you're going to manage the Kumasi one.
Amen.
So tell somebody who is into it, your sisters who came in search of greener pastures or came for education and now they are into hookups, into prostitution and into drugs.
Okay,
tell them something.
Okay, so anyone listening to me right now, my loved one, parents, guardians, addiction kills dream and physically kills you. Your children will despise you and call someone else father or mother. And my advice is to stick to God. When you seek ye the kingdom first, every other thing will be added unto you. So that is what I believe in, and you have to have that determination and focus. And secondly, I want to use this opportunity to thank Apostle Kopina Washington for really impacting a lot and giving me a privilege and a second chance to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Apostle Prince.
Hello, Auntie.
So what will you tell others?
Yeah, so to those
because you started from Bishop Herman, when you finish, say it in never two for me.
All right. So to those who are still battling with addiction of all kinds, alcohol, drugs, masturbation, pornography, compulsive sex, there is always hope. Recovery is possible. Yes, and so all you have to do is just to accept the fact that you are diseased. You need help. Talk to your sponsors, talk to somebody, talk to a church, talk to a pastor. You can also come to Chosen Rehab Center. You will be helped. We are showing you our scars, that you know that your wounds can heal. Thank you so much. Star, let me speak away.
Okay.
Yeah, sir, I'm okay. Still, what call it? Drugs, man. I take a volzam, ole ahachu no, ole tramok, ole numo katazan. Ewuname, menyo crowd, ta. Doku ejebene na ahwede mebe yi le emogbegbeleji eye Yehowa ma me kwesebe akperenchio akpe Yehowa na yira.
Amen. Obi somebody is asking for Chosen Generation Chosen Rehab's number.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So, we just mentioned 0555 466 374. Again 0555 466 374.
Okay.
You just call straight away. We can come and rescue your ward, your uncle, your cousin, your wife, your husband that is still in drugs and does not want to come. we can come for him. There are teams that will come in a very constructive way. We get the person, take him there, and let him see the need for change in a very professional way.
Great, great. Kwame wadanfu biya baha. Also the Emmanuel Mate. Good morning. Kwame Sefa is my classmate at APAM. Uni Emmanuel Mate. Neni ajama papa. Also he is full of tears of joy.
Wow.
You were in Form 1A. Inti yedamwasipa se mobile. This one they make uchi. Say over to Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to share your story, so that others will learn from it, see your scars, how you are confidently talking about it. It's not like you are proud of it, but because you want others to see the light, you came, and we are so grateful that you came. And extend our appreciation to Apostle too. Apostle, thank you for the great job. Apostle Kevin Kobe Washington of Chosen Rehab, you are doing amazing with these ones. But for you, these souls would have been lost. These destinies would have been cut off like that. Even Kwame at 50 years, there is still hope for him. He still has so much hope thanks to you. So please keep it up and help us build these ones again. Special said thanks for giving her a second chance. And the opening of that Chosen Rehab, no, Apostle Kevin Kobe Washington and Yadana Seno. Now Prince Eli. Eli owo Bible mu no enkese se oye prophet pa nyame adom obeye Eli aniewu na special Zamani Ibrahim ene Kwame Sefa Afram omo anum enubone ene omo jai say ye wi say ye cocaine special de onu wi no kra de wo se wanum bida on de ne de odi sha ase na ye cocaine no na so ene nyame adom we jai be 2 months ni a oko recovery process ni mu nti ya hu say ya catch us say enye we omu den de kra de atra red be how sa na blue be how valium be how codeine be how tramol be how capricipidol 224 or 225 ni nyina bia nye wote wo mo asem kwa me kan twi we se ma wote ye se de esi adi ne bone o kai se ne ma me free mu na ye se kwa me jisikai wo ma me yadeda no kona kohwe wo ma me a wantimi anko se ne o kai a na ye ne ya o kai movement a waye ya na che se kona fast hey fausi kabra atwese kan ya yese ya otenase a no wonu ne ho nti ene omo be kan omo de se de be ya ebe ye nhweso de amaw nti se wo so pese wo free mu a for Chosen Rehab for no omo wo Ghana nyina Accra ha omo wo branches bebre abofu achimota ha ya from 055 54 66 374 055 54 66 374 na omo beba ne wa be kasa ekwan paso na omo akobua ese se wo mom recovery no se wo be free no bonenum no ehya se wo so ese se wunya opepa no se mempese menum bi na wo ye ne saa na omo so aso wonsa na omo aboa nti yedam asepa ne ye nkomo ni nti yache ensomo mfa nchen megidi se ye nyina yesua bibia afiri mu ye bompa se wo a wo mu e den ma wo no na mebe ka ho no waboa na wetumi afiri mu ye kwa abaye ba ye didi aka bia abeto aso. Thank you guys for coming. Mama mamumu matwa me adai ho akwa ba minuanum so aba betena se ntie ne de omo akra ne ka se ya bonkomo no to aso ne yesu ye tie bi yesu ade tie ne de enyemia minim se monso na monije ho yenyina yesu ade afibo ajo akwa ba
ya
na no obra eden na ode man no ni birthday.
Oh, me bra sem de hu se ya na nyeti
me kan bia me ye third person se de bi abra betu man kan ya be nti bia ozo wa chechire nwentuma se bi obi awo wo
na no ne me kan kra bi da so ha ye die na me bo ampese di na de papa nti ene ya ya bra ni so atu de chire ya be di hu nko
eno so de udika ye menisa wo hwa chopa bi e ko so we gire o dia ene mi amejidu ene ye nkwe
you ene na wadaro mama no akọ the worker ta Ghanaian Times na mafasa abre ya na de abre na kakakra bi ntie twaso ntiawa ene se Ghana Health Service for dia tudwa penny ohwe public health so Dr. Franklin asiedu bekwen ene wo kan se Ghana ye ahoboa dwon pese mpox yare na ya kan wasem a yesisese bia be pie Ghana no Ghana ye ahoboa toto ni ma pese okoto ho vaccine de ba ho pani de bebo wo de bebo ho ban ya ema ho kwonkwate yare ni bi emeye ohom na anu na Dr. asiedu bekwen kasa na o chemu se Ghana no na mpox na bi nyam ma Ghana etise bi du kro mo wontimi nko WHO for nchen oba beto ho vaccine ena se si a bi aba ha idie na je so mani wonyina so nti obetimi akọ ka se vaccine yem mani bi na onfamra Ghana se si a mpox yare yi enipa be aduanan num nipa 45 na bi aye wo mo e wo oman Ghana emu eno se yade a esan papa eto mu ka se nyina gusu e bokoko se Ghana fo enye ahyeyie oba wonyim timi man e di man ba obi wo yare ni bi na kwaye na atu ko fam no a obi e bi betimi dia yow sabi oba no be menhia mu yare no etimi nam so esan obi eno ma cheche ho ne ma bebrebe ene ensunsanso a eye wa ensanchani ada no hwadi wa ho se ebi ana ye mpox ni bi aman bi ebi asisi muti se Kenya Uganda Sierra Leone ho no nya yare yi ebi aba ho ebi aba Ghana se na medical boss no ya enipa aduanan num na mpox yare yi ebi aya omo e wo oman Ghana mu.
The new center Kratafa Tosumino Boamane efa anese for ne midwife from chese anano eye entiasia pomne aban ekoye no aban dada no koye no aban bae na omo chese aban eye ntoaso to enya de a ke yakon konwa sibium na eno na aban we eba akonwa so no ono mo keka na yeso omo twetwom na asinti ebe ya ne se aban de omo se kasa ba kope na ya aban title strike any demonstration enti o ma hyase se omodom na de egu fom na de omde egu fom no stages anase omokọ ne kakra na mo kirema enei na emu bayire pa na hyase ne kra na emu anyeye no na sit down chese omokọ adwuma nanso enya de omoye adwuma omde kojan abobo omunsa ne no na mo kirem se ohwe ayaresabia hodo a ukọ a enei enoma ha adwen pa esanse bebia yeji awo obekọ na mai omuhiamoa enso na akwakoye bibia ho a emoa no entumi emma sanso na bebia eye nkola motofo a sebe omuhia se bia yare bi nyema bi enkoyie ewo se ehwom no ni nyina no enya ade a nurse fui omo eye na de omo twese mu bemia pa na de kyese de no omo ye nkakra bo akra na opidi ni ade ni nyina no ene omo kyese omo gya ni nyina de agu ntse aban no ene suafo ohwe apomdin sam so nya madam fuminta kando so wanhwe no wanka bibia nchromo ne finance minister atofo sranka bibia nchromo musika so wamne omo akonte ase apam dada no omo anhwe na mo ntues kara ma omo de ene adwuma no kra nya de a omo ebeko bi we the new center Kratafa Tosu mienu
na no mampani John Dramani Mahama ekokasa ye ewo nkramofo afahye kese Idil Ada okasa wase na asema Ghana mampani Owura Mahama dia tudwa ne se wo se Ghana fo nyina onka mankramofo nko a wo kama Ghana fo temamfo nyina se Ghana ni bia mo mpa ye empria sumdue emfama omai Ghana mu boko ba bia wantwi menteme wase ekọ ye moja ehieguo Ghana fo mo mpa ma boko ma sumdue mra afemia bi ti se Gaza Sudan Russia ni Ukraine to kwai osiba bia asundue ni bia esase Ghana fo bo mpa ye pre se nyankopon ma oma asundue eba sa miamia no enu achi mampani Mahama se Ghana fo enkai sabi akunafo enyanka ni nwisia won anyini edu wo mpani fie so nkokra ne mrewa oni biefo won emobo wo se nipa nyina mo asafo no fi so mo nyina kabom ene ye nipa no nyame de nyina agu ewiase eto bia enso ne yonko mu na omwa no mampani se Idil Ada eye bra esese muslimfo gina so no woboa na enima bia ema nyina kabom se enipa ba ko ema no wo mutimi di sa mra no eye adwuma wase ebi eye gidie afa etu ho ache odo na ba koye nipa nyina nkai titu ni nkamufo emfa sa ahyedie we enya adwuma we eye futu Ghana mampani de maaye ewo Idil Ada adwabo kese no ase
Yeah, trust one mafa the new the Ghanaian point. Na Ghanaian point e dia bakrata for etoso mienu anano dwumadi fefa e course so e wo East Legon na ye despite automobile museum a mu ebia no na sisi de ebia no de na ye tonsa frɛ titini ani nti mampani a watwam ekɔ NDC MPP mpanifo otufo na ebebia no na eno achi no sisi de omo kyerɛ sɛ omu bie e de ama Ghana maima se obia betumi akɔ na fi wakɔ akɔbɔ nani akɔ oma sanse wohwɛ mfidie di anyim wɔ hɔ de a enya asɛm ketwa na wohwɛ car sɛ wɔ hɔ a ebi ɛyɛ 1965 BMW 501 obɛkɔ ebi wɔ hɔ sanso na classic Bugatti ɛno so benya bi wɔ Rolls Royce na hodo okwa benya bi ahwɛ wɔ hɔ Bentley wɔ hɔ Jaguar wɔ hɔ Mercedes Benz ahodo wɔ hɔ Aston Martin na jese cars inde ahodo pa na kata no akyerem sɛ Dr. Osei Kwame despite adwumadie na yesi nanso na ye ne de no o kye se eyade a oye no de ahye mabunu ene adasama nkran se wo ho na wani bo sa nema esi so ewo my Ghana mu a ehye nkran ne emo ahoden se menya adwuma na mentumi enya bibi eno achi no so o kye se enei sukuu kɔ no yekɔ sukuu a yekosua nneoma fa car ne nkeka wo ne ade edi ba bia na wo se bia nipa rekwa tukwan ekɔ amanone na we beboa ema se obi esua nneoma afa mfidie ni ade ho ano se obekɔ museum ho de ohia bia no nsa ebetumi aka na fi wakosua ho nneoma ho ti wenyina eye nneoma Dr. Osei Kwame despite chese ode hye enchirima nkurane na etumi akoyie nti ubetumi akɔ na se wo website www.despitemuseum.com ɛhɔ no ubia de wo bia no ubetumi ahwɛ pese otu anamɔ kɔ so a ubetumi akɔ hɔ East Legon na wakɔ akɔhwɛ bi sanse abatrase Ghana maima ebibiman na abatrase etiamaye despite automobile museum.
Yeah, na metu aso the Democrat Ghanaian Times de aba Zoom line odwuma no say de wo na kwaban mu na no woni Zanzibar oman mu mampani akodi ahyiamu ato adene ehwe kwan obefa so a Zoom line obetimi atu afri Ghana no akɔ hɔ nso na enya hɔ nko Africa man binum so hɔ a wɔ dada wabɔ mo ama atenaye banbɔ ene sɛ ahonidie be yadwuma no watimi asɔ wɔ mo asene wase wei eka anisuade hunu ne botaye a Zoom line odwuma no ekita nso obɛboa ma Africa na kwaban mu atrɛ na ede yedie ne mfaso ne banbɔ ɛwɔ ahonidie nsɛm no etimi dia basa hyehyɛ no wase wei eka ɛho bi eto wei yɛ Africa expansion agenda ya Zoom line odwuma no kita no edi mu akoti bi na sɛ die woni Zanzibar aban akɔdie enhyiamu enye honko osa waman binum so ɛwɔ Africa ya Zoom line ɛboa ama ahonidie nsɛm etimi ayeyie enti Dr. Joseph Sian Japan woni ni pani oda Zoom line ano woni Zanzibar mampani atwamfoni fefe ya Ghanaian Times wɔkrata ediaba
the point ediaba krata fa to sumiensa ha na edom kuma ɛwɔ ma hye bedwam kyerɛ sɛ aban atisui enoma bi ɛkɔso na enye edika osi contractor for a omo ya akwan ahodo no na nse omu sika ma na osese wo yesa na yese amanfo adwuma na oma eye abomu sanse contractor for eye adwuma omo fa Ghana maima adwuma mu enti se wutu omo ka na adwuma no koso na Ghana fo nso enya adwuma ye na dom kuma no kyerɛ sɛ uye ni sedia na akwakɔ ha adwen kakra sanse ebi wa abusua ebi wa awofo ebi wa adofo akatua mu anom befiri na matumi ade ahwɛ omo enti se ekoba se akatua ma ya de ha adwen pa de odi dom kuma nanim Yolambo Alexander afenyo makin na okasa no kyese ehu behia se aban behwe na watu akase na be adwumayefo ombotom bede na watumi enya bi ede ahwe omabusua na no na asoafo a ohwe akwan ne akwantempon no abo Kwame Govins agboja enso eyi ano kyeso enye boapayo aban no ekeka no ho ahwe nkratam ne ade de akatua se fata ne bia no enche bia no ombetua se nipa ikase ne be ya omoso nsabe ka bi no mo de abo ho ebra the new point the Ghanaian point katafa etoso miensa
a new point and a Ghanaian point
and
ya chimwi ya wetu waso ewo Ghanaian Times mo sana mesumi ba Ghanaian ntia na me bi Saudi ni ye no ya sofo bi mankasim wasie onware ba wanya 2 years the baba mu wa no wasie no na sore dem ewo mankasim na prosifo ate ena omakọ ni akwakotu for mampa ya tu for na wasie ne battery year old boy wasie akwada no ewo form na sofo na so din eye God Host Favor Church ewo mankasim na didi ade pastor Israel Eshen didi I don't know aprosifo bi say papa adan ana wankasa wo ba wasemu ba mfie mienu wo kunu no ade wasie no aso ade no say nyam na mekum no mani akora ne tika mu ba no wu ye na menya ba bia amfane nko na me ko ma so ade mo na tutu na mesie ni ho say ye no kre say nya no kre ene yenim it's abre yi sofo ehyen akodi aprosifo nsem e wo mankasim nsa na eni adaje
obusuafo won ya oni akola tika wotima na owu ye nya hwe wotimisi na wanko fia ankobo amane wanko pro station wanko yese na mebe di enti na woyare na minimu ana na wawu na wonko apeg kisho padaka de ne tum kosie
bani din di Jehoshaphat kojo eshem 2 years
kwaku yanko
say prosifo e de adia abransam wo se ne obi anya kwan ko asori wo se asori mu do no won se yetu amna ba bi fofora hu no to mu du wan mu se yetu amna to mu tutu ya ba na akwani funu so
tede aya meka chose Ghana police for se o mu si o mu fi no o mu si o mu be fi wa adwoa wo de kwose bom o mu be yiwe
be wura wa ba be yiwe bi
bia onye aduane mo so da ntati atom kra me
you no
yo the new center e de abase kane aban atwamu e de hihye bi by Good for Oil na o chese Bank of Ghana ND said medie nanim na amane bo mo bo no chese Good for Oil no aban da ne ka se ebeboa ma yesika 722 akoyi nanso o chese se adwa ikodi ye no enya ade a eboa oman Ghana e ka bae eye 2.1 billion Ghana cedis eno ne eka bae chese aban ne hihye ene neoma oye no chese enka ebeboa pa nanso ehya ase enka kranka na karba na eba 2023 317 million Ghana cedis ena bae ekodanim 2024 no na eka no ehuri akosoro aba 1.8 billion Ghana cedis na nyina ene se sa enhihye no na nka Ghana yakura gold na eno ebeboa na de akwa akosisa fango sanze fango de bia no ehia ma oman no nanso enkram de abaha chese Bank of Ghana sa dwemedia okodi ye no enya de boae ma Ghana yisikasem etumi egina yenemu meka ene kofa bre oman Ghana
na metu waso Daily Post de obokata en mafasa abre ya na wode orura Professor Rasford Jampo misremoni mfoni ena wode abetu edwa na Professor Rasford Jampo wono na Ghana Shippers Authority odano wode sanjofo kasa na ode atudwa se wonti NPP amanyoko na se asechenya ne se nanu a aban edi levy foforo bai so bi to petrol diesel ne keka ho a liter ba ko bia aban edi Ghana cedi ba ko ato so eti se auto petrol na liters 9 na ye 1 gallon a na je se 4 cedis ni achie na da so en was MPP for boss je che se ana nanu wo se wote ayi so wa me ya tete petrol bo ko fom ya tete ahyenti ade so yi levy usu atwam afedo utwam wie ya no wasa akwa fe chekuntu na se e de tax for asan ba just aye na da nti NPP for ene aban no anya dwene na sa semi ena Professor Jampo dia to just say Ghana for eya hoboa so betua levy ya oman no de beye bibia amfaso wo so sene se o betua eto a sabi nipa kakra bi ena be cha die to ono na sen wo ka che NPP for eno no na de osade to aso bio ni se won se Ghana sika Samson for Dr. Kesel atofo sen wo yo bia odini die sabi owo nim die ni sua hunu wo sika sam tetie ho eti sa eto na aban dia ba water petrol ne nkeka ho liter ba ko bia de 1 cedi atoso no wo didi sa sika na boabo no sene aban chie mu no ma Ghana energy sector no o matimi de atua ekachichiri die a NPP aban breso na sa kan beda ho no wo de atete sa aka no na enkoba bibiti say e-levy any covid eto ya Ghana fo etuatua ye peso a ya tete Ghana fo bebrebe nanso sa bi nipa kakra bi na che sa sika ni di ye no enye we bia we de ogidi se ura sika senso fa to force no de be ye adwuma ama ye die ne faso etimi abaso etinipa wo ka sei aya Professor Jampo ya Ghana Shippers Authority ono na oda no na sam ode atudwa no Daily Post na edebae
the Ghanaian point the abakrata for to so mienu kane fotosanfo omu chese ne die oni office of the special prosecutor masem no kwa na ekoso de ekura de ne die omu etro krata ekoma wiase nyina police kuro ye Interpol se omu nipa ehwe omu hu omu red alert wo edo omu etoso no omu mfa ne enka ho bi na ahyase ne de na enkoso sa so ne de Interpol for agye atum a ɔmakyerɛkyerɛ papa yi na fasuo ne abosuo ne ade nyina ɔmakyerɛkyerɛ mfie a wadi ɔmakyerɛ sɛ wanya mfie aduosia enum saa nso na sɛde ositie ne ade nyina no ɔmakyerɛkyerɛ de akɔma Interpol na krata yi ɛbɔ amane kyerɛ sɛ deɛ OSP ɛde kɔɔyɛ no Interpol for nso agye atum sɛ pani ɛyɛ ade a yɛhwehwɛ no na ɔmeyi nsɛm bi ano ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana mu ebi ɛyɛ National Cathedral nka ɔman Ghana yɛsi asɔrdan kɛseɛ na nka Ghana yɛsi ɛno ho nsɛm ɛwɔ hɔ saa nso na SML ɛno nso ho nsɛm wɔn kyerɛ sɛ ɔmra ɛmɛyi ano ne nyinaa ɛyɛ nsɛm a OSP no ɛka na bosom da ɛtɔ so mmienu na ɔmo hyɛ saa nsɛm yi ase ɛyɛ nsɛtwɛfoɔ nhyia mu ɛkyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm mu kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo ne nkitahodie na nya adeɛ ɛkɔ so papa ɔmo hwɛ na ɔmo hu no ɔmo akyire mfa ma ɔhyɛ da oni so ɛno nti ɛna ɔmo de nsɛm yi akɔma Interpol sɛ ɔmo hwɛ na ɔmo nkɛmɛ na baabi apani hyɛ bia no ɔmo ntwe ne fam na ɔman Ghana na nsɛm ɔmo susu sɛ ɔwɔ sɛ obeyi ano na ɔmra meyi ano sɛ amona na wafa ne ho na ɔkɔ ɛbɔ no nso a na deɛ mmra ne sɛ no ɔmo ne no aka
unia be match ama wuntumi the story e wo daily guide the worker time and so I went there say am nyo obi amfama no
ajo ti mi che mi niamo maje
aha eti asante mantemu NPP chairman Owura Bernard Ntwibu Asiakon tarbon mrane se chairman wuntumi ye nyina ete na sem wo Ghana ye de ne kwoto yokofo kukumudi nefo enson ya obra no twa no ansa na wonya bill wotimi meet conditions a eyi no ene the worker daily guide say chairman wuntumi ashase akwa pro de dase etu odi kan ada ye Dr. Mahmoud Baumia koni fie akwa office won kran say akwada na say wachitaye a wode aboa no bra akwa ne ho koka aban adwam wofuro no abesin ko ye Owura Kennedy Japan akompra ko no so akwa ne nase akwada na say kyerese ebra di kwadu no bo no a ye pebela ma no omo boa no ka ho bi ono de ne kata ne ma bebre ko ye e ka se nko de kwa akoboa no etu asada akwa ne nchen akode ne nsa akoto ne nsa yam ana se nipa nuane nipa nipa ne ma no nsia bo no nsia so bo mpre no to oda na sesa ne ho ka adwa mu no wa nyinu ama enye wono nko chama wuntimi esan ekoda Dr. Brian Echampon ya oye kwawu abitifi na sebedwani okoda no ase se ono na japade ene na dan ni mfuo ne nsase ho nkrata ene wodi kodi akaginamu ma no ementi otimi nya bill to okoda na se pa no se party achitafo no susu ebo moden to ada omu nyina ase se enipa ho kire wo a ene ho adofo no atamfo omo babo na papa nti chema wuntimi se de ne asedanko a na wokọ apro ededa
Ajwana mi hu bibi wo TikTok me wan kakra Ghana de bibi aya de be di adapatwi o
e be di fe wada
enra mi na mo mi se ami ko TikTok kakra mi ko share Ghana fo mu sorry o obi am pon de okoda mpem as our phones until the good night why ye be kasa afi what is going Ghana fo mu so say ya sorry o ya kwa no bi aka ye ko yoko ye kwa ye dai chese afi mi share no wie ye no eto ama abriwa poso
ame hu abriwa
o se ade mi nya abriwa bi mi dokuru ni o se dai mi si Ghana
ya omo de diff bebre
ajo
na no awura bi bai o se na fuso ene wode watwa wode ne camera na to na fuso na Ghana fo ma kasefo mo nso rete ye nko ane soso ye nko ane fuso so ti ana ne se mo de aka de
ajo na mi hu ye enra da na mi hu ye
na hu bai fo no nso awura gina chance dan so ne de
dabi
krache bi se wo bai fo ene wo awura kwotena chance dan so na wo sese no nse obi asabi o bibi ha no
okay
ene wo te chance dan so na tu se ye kura se dan chance that the jure gumu and wo huri no siso etimi kwa na me abaifo ko ma se etimi kwa na me abaifo na etimi tete say Ghana fo abaifo mo nsori o Ghana abaifo mo nsori o na de ye huna mani o ti anya Ghana fo biem
ajo me say etenya obi amponsa de na so me follow no TikTok na me hu ni bibia e mani kanti me ko bie hwe te na me say usually me hwe sa nya na me mie sound
ya obi ahia sa
me si me tie hwe afi no akoda bam eche ubeti Ghana fo mo nsori o no asore e wo chese onyadaje ye ade no pa me say
watu no bo ase
no na me hia abrewa poso me say oma ya ma abrewa poso so aye bi
sa abrewa na no ya
wo say da me nya abrewa bi
na no ya
abi o se me dokunu ni ye
se bia ye hu bites na
ene ma hu
e wo ho bebe
akuru si we ye yoku bites o kan nsem na nye na ope bia da
Kana de anibere sam ye didi agro de ti obi anibere sam e ti say
na pese otwe eyoku bi
Ghana de na eye akwa alata ne kohwe wo mo
omo ti bi di atwetwe sa
omo de se me hia no ode nsinse akwa no didi agro omo fa on so ye mampani so ye minister en fa omo kra
obe twetwe kakra
na anu ya ayi inyere si hima se bi okwo ne kra chi ya ye to nsa free otekokwo so kro bia sante kotoko ne so kaya onu kra wa anko alata fo so mo hifu mo so mo marasin kwhwe Ghana
mo se mo ya ahemfo
omo Ghana omo frɛ common Ghana se sa no mo frɛ
omo Ghana
mo se kwhwe common Ghana o ni afɛ ko sa se wo nko mo ti ase ne nkofo agire no ne nsaase na wo ton na mo ye anyama na akasesam enkomade akese mo se kwhwe mo yonko hini wo Ghana juma mo didi wo mo hemfo omo de se be hu si we kwa no didi agwado we de ze yo mbe
hey de we enketua wo
de enketua wo
boy me hu ye me so me sere bi de se ja no anti na me ko nante wo se me ko pe bibi de ajeje mani enti o ya kwa ya wo de nu na bi e flat gate na hu se se bi wo so kwa do mo kai de eni me hu dodo
biblia ye bi o se ba kra city so enye su gani biem esuja fo nso
de esuja fo mo me so de
obi su kra ba se o Roman ni Roman fo nso de se do nye Roman ni biem
ade ya ye de Roma for anything.
Roma for anything.
Oh, I asked them more.
The Worker Daily Guide mu ena me wey. Abusan for madaroma wode krache ne dindi yawo Asante Ajekum. Em se me bunum yate na sam. Wono ne achi ne kan ataayi yawo ye obi a obo okro no na ni oji din wo Ghana ha sei ne mo amokai ne de mo kai ne pa. Obeji din ma ya so kai mampani onya ne ba bi ko nyame fa ne kra nsie ye. Chema Rollins. Onu kwari so no de atayi di nkomo bi.
Okay.
Na ya chika bi ka ho sa abre no 2002 asemi a che se omususu se wonu no ye fitani a obo atayi masabio onya na ka dia ohia de bokro no enu wo se me de mi sesie moto minim kra adwuma o ye ne momo me customer odi ni moto ba ma mi sesie ma no esu minim de asase wo kromfo ana mo se ani wo kromfo ne kromfo aka no a ya cheche obro mu nyina bo wudi iti besemi ko kachi kana no mu nsem nyina da wo ma anya ni yade ne ko to aban kukumu eno odamu emfie nwotwe ansa na onya kwa na court bua no for say adansi omadi ni nsem omotietie no owura yawo Ajekum Asante atayi kro no ka ho ni mu bi wo yina no bi anya ye na akoto mfie aduonu yensa 23 years nie afi no makoya apima court atwemo sese nya no kre na onka ho woni mu ho hwe wonde wo ye fitani osiesie moto osiesie atayi moto ma no eti adanse no mu gina so eni nkofo mo kasa no masem no eni gina so bi ya obi so mo ntimi hu ne gina so ntia court sa be ne gina so de krachi ne tumu emfiji akase ma 35 years onkotwa afiase emfi aduasa num watwa bu 23 years awie afeni ehu mu no kre ama sese de krachi no wanya ne fa ahodie wo ko na ne basa wo ba bosome ba ko no baba de baba na nyini kura awie sugu apani afeni ne papa nya freedom abafi
Asembi en krabia o.
Krabia mu sampadu.
Hey.
Ye won hwe nye yi o se brebe ni o. Serious o. O he ni bra o ko ye.
Wo nya ne fa ahudie die se na lawyer fo nso beti a kire se. Anya Ghana ban ma ha no. Mo mpata no.
Ya hwe mo ante se ne mranti brem na ho odi brem ni nyina.
Eko. Se pa se ne mo hu se sa no won toson won de o ye mechanic keke dia. Oh, enya ma lawyer fo no kosu. Ajwa si wo ma ha no
odi mi je boniface odi mi
David na Ghana ba onu ohun boniface David wo ma se wo
ya me hu sorry ade ana medwen ho ane se ya no se Amnesty International ani akokko bi ka se kumfo yenyai si edu obi ko condemn na court bi a hye si kokko na
nyami afi o matintim mra no nteti a Ghana ha ye ni kumfo
bi na de America kwesi su se nti se sa bre no court bua ne kumfo ene bia mampani bi ote so san ye ene yekoku nu ene ye hu nukure kebede ne de na banko mu biem
enti omo ana omo advances argument no na omo de enu no se enkwa ye ntimi nsan famma enti na omo ni abre se ma ye mfa ye hwe ne ye nsesa sa amra no se ye bua obi kumfo no omo no mo other side ne so de ani say anytime omo ka brofu say wheel of justice no e grind slowly e ye ntoboase intina se ube ka se nipa difo e wa bonifo semu a wo ye mrem common lawyer de ye adwuma ide gi se utumi kire pefe
a chinye bia ni
mo enti omo brofu no beyond reasonable doubt. Say I'm passing nipa no bone no de wedi. Now so adwo me no be adwen say ube hwehwe mu a nanse America for krom we say mutimi ya afa bedru ba bi no obi akodem ama wawu o say ya bua ne kumfo krachi bi Georgia wo ba bi o man electric shock e kire no mahu say sa na che say sa abre no say de na abrofo no di abibifo nani no e just white supremacy o maku papa no kwa no so na o ye teenager
enu ya na ya no
eno omo se brono na no wote so no abayiwa bi say wato ne muna na saa na enyi wono ano oye bibini ni nti wo kananu mu asem biada o ma anyi antum ena young boy omu koma na konwa yi electric shock bi na say ya na mi widi wo yi CNN ho ba bia afi na omu kofa case ni back behwe mu no adwa na chese krache no ampa asema no ka no ne kresa ade no kura no woni ho pa na ne ye pa asem de ahye no keke nti anu so tumi si de nanso entainsi ya odie die
ya sanse ajekum die anu ya ayi me kwa me ka delegate me to so no sa ata yi asem de e ba ya che delegate si e che ata yi
2002 and 5
na papa 2005 but me nyini se so story no si e che ajekum no 2002 na se chi ata 2005 days then e chi we mum 2002 ti ono menti ase kakra but ata in a sentence to 120 years so wo kaya
sa adwa ebia ye chi no 2002 asem no travel ye once e can reasonable doubt asem ye mfa nko ye mfa mra
wo kata me convicted no
we
was say eventual arrest the entity afina
ya chi no ye so ni mukua chi onu mu na wa ye sa ate ne ho trotro wo mu nya ne nchi no ti da ye chi no Ghana pa achekrofuta chiamwa achekrofuta chiamwa anyo fa ba bia atayi achinwo atayi asem so abako ene so ye so for prison wo
sabre na justice Bafoboni ene ono ye acting chief justice sabre no ono ye high court
yes that time 2002 je no high court adwa said ya ye ne de wo se ya wasante wo kope compensation
ase wo tunu for the port to trim
awo ma ba tunu trim dada onko pe compensation adwa se ya se ni bre na nu mo driver bi su sa o se mate bi onu so de no concern sa Madina MP Honorable Francis Xavier na ekodi animu man onya compensation kama o wa se so ko compensate adwa se ya se no bre ya no nya na se ti oba ne ba ko school o ko ne afeni awo akwala no se se akwala no ko school hwan na hwa akwala no be pem sa bre
o ko na ne baba akuru nya bosome otuanufo ano
ena akwala no be 20 years bra ko pe compensation ko pe na nema etuan compensation le bi ko anti say me bi jabeka ko ma lawyer ko pe compensation ma
ya ye kwa na se ye ba
say ya ye 842 aba mi ru ba fonfo aba yi
okay ne ba ko pe ya
fa we ne ye nkwe
mo na mo ka cha me say ya akoso ye interview na me ye afi owie ya
se padwuma ni ye o
ampa 99
enti dom kuma wo na hye bedwom na e ka se o mo se eye CD ba kwa ye de eto fa ngo so no enya ade om ne aban ne ya adwen esanse omo keka boma na chese wo hwe fuel a sika da so sisi ya no 3 cedis 35 pesos na no no mo chese da bi Ghana mai ntumi nsoa enti ukom na hye bedwom adom kuma no obobo ma no eye honorable Frank no dom pre e chese de ekoso no enkoye na aban we e de budget ba ya na so de akoma sika ba ya no oka ni piso enya ade amede eto fufuru bia e ba beto man Ghana maso e ma oman ni gitumbo omsemba no na ye den e na nansape aban ya dan ne ho na oba be kasa asemi na no achi si wa hwe e ma driver fo afanwo e no mode di omudwuma no o matiti ahyenti ade so ohanchichemu edunum awie uwie ya wasan e de 1 cd levy aba be ka ho a sisi akwakwe 36 na no e na honorable anodom preachers we de oman Ghana ma aban no ene ni yi enti dom ka cha aban na ne se aban no hwe na ekurase maka so menwe ye onsan na no na onyi sa 1 cd levy no emfemfiri ho sanse sa man sa dia oman ne oman Ghana ma ne MPP amanyuku no ebeti ntesu kokopa e de achira aban no sanse de okan ye no enye no na oye no we eye new center ena edi eba here
ya time no konti me ye mfomfo amienu nketewa bi na ene sen wo se kane na se bedwani na ohwe kumbungu our northern region Ras Mubarak honorable what in Susebia to just a Ghana diplomatic missions and I say embassies in BS 22 be as soon as you mind into as soon as so be who it's young closest at 22 embassies in ebi Kuwait, Liberia, Libya, Malta, Namibia, NAV, Norway. Baby I call Jidis and Faswani so ntiantum ebi baby to send Niger, Rwanda, Serbia, Sierra Leone, Trinidad and Tobago, NAV, UAE, United Arab Emirates. Was this our embassies on panty dia no moye? Faswa no wan yefi so. Eti kani MP Honorable Ras Mubarak eda to just say o man to sa embassies 22 no on to nyam nyam baby ntina. Ne ensave sika. Ana ya yankase na eye asante mampo hene nwisi ahene ene na nana bekọ akura kra emi say ya gbon wodaro aka wasam ayi emu emfoni amamo da sibre oseibo nso otosumienu ya oti dwetedwaso ene omo na to mpamu fitina no memeda enu akwasi ada na juoyi ena kra na kana na ode nana bekọ akura daily guide ebo amane wo se Krobia asante kwatokwa hino tumfuo se tu abebio nyamekese asante mewura ono ene na obekọ akwakwahwe ne dihye ani achi kra na nsa de obedu okwa na amanye bi omedika ye da gu form ansa na oba no ene wankasa wani etua na no kani mampani abedi eche Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ani NPP amanyokomu mpanimfo binom te se Honorable Kennedy Japan nom chema wuntimi no munyina akọ ampo ye enra ekochia na nanom na enne na Ghana mampani Mahama ono nso ne mpanimfo abekọ eye mampon .yie no na omo nso akochia da sibre osebo nso odi akonwa kakra se mfie adwonu miensa 23 years bra okọ ne kra chi no anya mfie aduawotwe nsia 86 years
yeah na poso koy Honorable Matthew Poku Prempe so over the weekend international president be kono
ya so pentimenti mi amobodi no
mo waya de se wo de ne tofa body na wo ka se na poso hima no de no kwa wo ye hu ade se eno ano no
na me so kwa
e china brebe ba na enen so bre ni ti antimi anyi videos ni bi china ibe yi ni nyina amahwefo na dwa wo kasa na mesre crash bi pese opement kwa pa we kra de raba adwa Mavis Ampoma wo say abofo nyina mu nsori o ene de na sister ya ahye ya ta de no wa hye yo abofo mu nsori Mavis Ampoma me patete ede na huye wa cho ni chizo
ede ti obeti se de ofu ntaban no
abofo nyina mu nsori o ene de sister ya ahye ya ta de o mu nsori
enti enya abofo bi
enya abofo
Ejaba wo tibia ko fast mama kuro yi mo.
Ogo fast mama ajo.
No mama abrewa je se ti nya abrewa biem. Me nya abrewa biem.
Abrewa ne de me sere sa me se eh.
Sa abrewa ne so
me nyina ye
din a.
Sa won.
Hie.
Ono e video dada.
Mimi won da.
E video.
Wo de na duane asi wo na ne nana bi beka chen so ma na duane bi ni. Na da pa wo twia no.
Abrewa to bo azwate.
Abrewa ni jamenka
abrewa jai o se ada menya abrewa de wo kana me hwe na mpa so ya abrewa nti mpa agbo du no e che ni wa yi dokro se me dokro de bi se abrewa be adwe kakra ajo dia dance ni yankwe
na kra de nyame ama
ye de nyame anse
de nyame ase me nya be nyina
ye de nyame anse pa ene ye beja mo kwan kakra ni adan ye ho akwaba ye bapa ye de akaba beto aso 99 ajoy boaji na poso hima na afi koku animado we ye animado ye papers ukwada animado be ye yuko beba ewia so animado ye sports beba na we de animado ye papers pacho ye kwaba